How you doing, guys? Malik over at Modern Pawn. This chapter of the Knife Sharpening Series is going to be on stone flattening, stone maintenance. If you use anything that is not like a diamond plate or an actual solid ceramic rod, if it's a stone, like these Shapton glass stones, this non-way, these Chaucera Japanese water stones for the Edge Pro, they'll need to be flattened. And what I mean by flattening, I'm going to give you guys a little anecdotal side story. This piece of rock right here belonged to my mother's grandfather. And when he passed away, my mother-in-law got it and kept it under her sink for like the last, I don't know, it's been a while, like 10 years or so. And I said, hey, what's that rock underneath the sink? And she was like, my dad used to keep that under the sink and he used to sharpen his knives with it. And he sharpened his knives with that ever since I was a little girl. So this rock's like, I don't know, 50, 60 years old. And he would never flatten the stone. And this was all this, it looked like this. It was natural all the way around this. So I'm refurbishing this for her as a surprise, so that she can have it and keep it forever. But if you notice, look at the dish in that stone. He sharpened this thing till there's about a 1/4 inch dip in the middle. He never flattened it. He probably didn't know what stone flattening was or how to do it. So what I'm doing is putting nice flat faces on this. I'm going to leave this big old dip belly piece on there so that she has like a little pocket stone style stone that she can have, and leave a little bit of the natural material on there. It's kind of a cool keepsake for that. But this right here is what happens to varying degrees if you don't maintain your stones. You get a belly or a dish in your stone. This right here, if you notice, if you look at it, I hit it a while back just to show what happens. There's this metal buildup in this oval shape right here, and then this is higher, this yellow part is higher than this middle part right here. So this stone needs to be flattened. So we're going to stick this in this water right here and get it wet. And I'm going to show you what happens when you flatten it out. So this guy will go on here, and we'll go and we'll just flatten this out. So now that little oval got smaller, so now we see where the low spot is. We go in here again. There we go. Nice flat stone. So it doesn't take very long to do this, but it does take some equipment. So what I have in front of me here, I've got 4 different ways of flattening a stone. This first one is the Shapton glass lapping stone. This is actually glass, this top piece. And then I don't know what exactly it's impregnated with, but it's diamond and metal plating on glass. I don't know exactly how it's made. It's a very fancy one. It works extremely well. It puts a beautiful finish on the stone, really smooth, very nice clean finish on the stone from Shapton. And it kind of goes with the pawn system and their stone holder, so you can put this on top of there and use it that way. The little stone holder, you can put the stones in it this way and then take the flattener and flatten the stone this way. I like to do like either figure eights, a couple straight strokes, a couple round strokes, and turn this thing around and get it cleaned up that way. So that's a nice flat stone. There's one of these things. It's just an extra coarse diamond plate. You can get them. I get most of my hand sharpening stuff from Chef Knives to Go. He's got some of these cheaper ones like this. I would say this is 40 bucks or less. I don't remember what I paid for it. It's just an extra coarse diamond plate. The quality of the abrasive will change with the price. This is a extra coarse diamond plate, extra large, extra coarse. This is actually called the lapping plate, specifically for flattening stones from DMT. I got this guy from Chef Knives to Go, and it's a big surface area for doing lots of scrubbing and that kind of thing. And this guy works the same way as the other one does. You just kind of put it on here, and you're going to work the stone flat. And this isn't a complicated process. Don't read too much into it. You're just removing material until the stone is flat. Okay, so one of the things you can do with this to see if it's straight is we put a pencil mark on here. I don't know if y'all can see that. Just a couple little pencil strokes on there, and then when we go to take the stone and we rub it on there, we want that pencil mark to go away all over. So this stone was pretty flat to begin with. So all that pencil mark's gone. I let that stone get a little dry, so the mud got a little muddy, a little sticky, but all that pencil mark was gone. If there was a dish in there, you would see like a little artifact of where that pencil mark would be, and you would just keep scrubbing it until it was flat. It's pretty straightforward with the diamond plates and this style lapping plate right here. It's not a complicated process, but it's something you want to make sure you do. If your stones aren't flat, they are not going to sharpen very well. What's going to happen as you move the knife over a curved surface is that all over that curved surface, the angle is different in almost every spot. So it's a curved surface, it's not a flat surface. So as you move a edge over a curved surface, you're just going to change the angle constantly. You're never going to get really good results. If you're not getting good results on your water stones, it's probably because you're not maintaining them properly. Check them, make sure they're flat. If you don't want to spend, this is like a $180 plate, this is like a $300 and something plate, a little on the pricey side. If you're on a budget and you're just getting into this and you want to make a cheap, easy, quick lapping plate, go get yourself a piece of glass. It doesn't have to be round, it could be square. Get yourself a piece of glass and get some of this weather stripping from Lowe's. You don't even have to do that if you don't want to, but this will help keep it from sliding around on the table. It's just as a piece of glass, that's all it is. And we have a piece of weather stripping on here. And this right here is silicon carbide grinding compound. You can also use, from the automotive store, I think it's called valve grinding compound. And you just put some of this on there. It's just like sprinkle a little fairy dust on there. Give it a splash of water. Move it around a little bit. This grinding compound will eat up this, will work on these stones just fine. So you take a stone like this, and you see all that color coming off. That's it, flattening the stone. That's flattening the stone. And if you want a finer texture on the stone, use a finer grinding compound. The other thing is, as you work this compound, you'll actually break up the silicon carbide and it'll become finer as you work it. And then you so that'll flatten your stones pretty easily. Silicon carbide, grinding grit, and a piece of glass and some water, and you get your stones real flat. Make sure you keep your stones flat. Make sure you chamfer your edges. Soften those edges out. You don't want them real cornery sharp or your stone will chip. That nice rounded edge will keep your stone in good shape. And maintain them to keep your edges sharp. This is Malik Afram. Stay safe.